Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be a general check-in. We're going to see what you need to know most about this connection and your person right now. I'm going to leave it pretty general. We'll get started with the oracle cards and then hop into the tarot to get more detailed after that. If I haven't said so already, I'm glad you're here and I hope you're having a beautiful day or night. I feel called to ask you guys if you have any positive news or stories to share with the collective. Please do that here today. Let's fill the comment section with some encouragement and positivity in case anybody out there really needs it today. Okay, so let's get out a couple oracle cards. First up, we have Mercury. I'll hold them up in a moment here, you guys. Let's get a couple more out. Okay. We also have first quarter moon, and what was that? Cancer. Gotcha. Okay. So what do you need to know about this person and or the connection right now? Mercury, dive into details. You or your person could have placements. You guys, I'm still working on my language and verbiage when it comes to astrology. I'm learning about it right now, but I sometimes feel I misspoke. Anyway, what I was going to say is Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury, so you may have specific Virgo or Gemini placements, or you may want to look at what's going on with Mercury in your chart in relation to theirs. Is it complementary? Is there a contrast? Is there a challenge there? That could give you some clues. So if you happen to know your astrological chart, I would definitely say dive into that. If you know your person's as well, even better. You can, go online, do a free analysis. There's lots of good places to do that, or you could even do the research yourself if you feel like you want to. And then with first quarter moon, we have faced those obstacles. I feel like one of those obstacles is likely your communication at this time, given that we have Mercury coming out. We also have Cancer, soften your heart. So you or your person may have Cancer placements, okay? Communicating about your feelings. To me, this is translating to some sort of obstacle relating to communicating your feelings. It could also be that one of you might be overanalyzing things. I just heard psyching yourself out. Okay, so maybe one of you is an overanalyzer. You're always reading into the fine print, the details, and then psyching yourself out, getting your feelings hurt, something like that. There's an obstacle here to face though, and I feel like it's something that's going on with you and your person. It's not just one of you while the other person is sitting there a-okay. There's some kind of a mistranslation going on, miscommunication. One of you may be more sensitive than the other. One of you may struggle with communication more than the other, but the road goes two ways. It's causing problems for both of you in the dynamics. So there's a need to address this right now and face those obstacles. Don't run away from them. Tackle it head on, whatever that means for you. It could mean counseling, it could be inner work, it could be working on how you communicate, the ways in which you speak to one another. Obviously you can't control what this person does. Sorry you guys, there's a hair I had to get off of my deck. You can't control what this person does, but you can control yourself. You can control your own choices, actions, path. So I just want to put that out there. Focus on your end of things instead of what this person needs to do, what they need to change. Focus on you and everything else will fall into alignment. We have Cancer energy coming out again with the Queen of Cups. So Cancer energy could be really important here right now. Fourth house, your fourth house as well, because Cancer rules the fourth house. That is in charge of our home life, our relationships. So maybe that's something you need to talk about with this person. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. I read this as Virgo energy. So Cancer and Virgo energy could be very, very significant right now. Virgos are notorious for diving into the details and being overanalyzers. I'm a Virgo moon, so I know that very well myself, okay? So maybe it's you, especially if you have Virgo placements, or it could be your person as well. Maybe they're a natural overanalyzer. They read into the details. They're very structured. They have their routines. Maybe they don't like to be thrown off of their routine, and something in the connection is thrown off right now. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a connection that is going to require you to put in consistent effort and self-work if you want to maintain it. And when I say you, I mean you and your person. I'm not putting all of the weight of that on you specifically. Again, the road goes two ways. It's a two-way street here. This is the type of connection that is meant to challenge you, and it's going to continue to do that, okay? I'm not getting karmic energy, like that this is a karmic connection that's very hot and cold, toxic, turbulent, or anything, but there could be karmic lessons tied into it. Okay, there could be karmic wounds that need to be healed, obstacles that need to be addressed, healing that needs to be done. This is a connection that is going to require consistent efforts from both of you in order to maintain it and bring it into its highest state of being. It's not just gonna magically, be some perfect fairy tale romance out of nowhere. The two of you are going to have to work together, and most importantly, separately, on yourselves to maintain this and to keep moving forward. It's going to take consistent efforts. And any seeds you plant today will eventually sprout into something much bigger as time goes on. So don't think that your efforts are in vain either. The small bits of inner work you do now are going to pay off in the long run tenfold. It's very important. Doing inner work, self-love, doing your healing is such an important thing. And you might not see evidence of change immediately, but in the long run, all of the little changes you're making, all of the positive steps you're taking today, like down the road, you will see the efforts were not in vain. It's going to be very positive, okay? The back of the deck is the Six of Wands. Okay, so you're gonna have victory here. I do see positive change coming in for this connection, okay? So if there's been any strife or issues, I do think that that's something the two of you are going to overcome. So just know that. If it's not easy right now, it's not gonna last forever. And the more effort you put into your inner work and your healing, the quicker this victory, so to speak, is going to come into fruition. So again, your efforts are not in vain. They're not in vain. And again, you can't force your person to heal. You can't do anything on their behalf, but you can work on yourself. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'll take that as the last card. It flew to the floor, so I'm not picking it up. But this is going to be a slow moving process. That's another thing you need to know about this connection. I don't think this is meant to be some crazy whirlwind romance that escalates and heats up really quickly and moves really quickly. This is something that's going to be a slow growth type of process with them. It comes with a lot of healing, a lot of inner work, slow change, but steady change. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover indeed, but also very devoted and loyal. So that's telling me that this is a connection that has the potential to really be a long-term relationship for the two of you. A long-term type of connection that grows slowly but steadily over time. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, I guess just buckle up and be prepared. It might be a bumpy ride sometimes. It might be a slow moving ride sometimes, but you're getting there nonetheless, and the efforts you put in today are not in vain. Okay. Right now, it seems like the biggest thing you need to know is that working on communication and opening up your heart and being vulnerable seems to be very important. That might be the next steps here. But yeah, feeling pretty good about this. We can leave it here. I'm going to get you a couple of personal messages out now before we close today's reading off. If the reading has resonated with you, let me know by liking the video and subscribe for more in the future. Your first personal message is, sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Beautiful. And your affirmation is, today I have faith. Today, I will have faith and truly believe that anything is possible. This is a great one. As always, you're invited to comment it down below to affirm it with me and the collective. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here, though, you guys. Thank you so much again for joining, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. Bye for now.